guys, what's going on? This is part two of the detail garage build. I'm going to go through the electrical and the structure.
You want something to eat, Angelo? Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Alright, so what we had to do, my friend Angelo from Angelo's Fuel Oil came through, helped me big time on this. I got to thank him a million times. We had to take all the wiring that they had run on the top plate of the garage, where the top of the wall studs go. There's the parallel 2x4s. We had to get all those wires that were bundled up on that on the outside and run them into the studs. If you look and you see the wires, obviously it's on a bad angle, but we had to take all those wires off the top and run them in the studs of the wall, so when they sheetrock it, the sheetrock goes flush against the studs and we didn't have to box anything out on the top. So this was I think this was like a 14-hour day Angelo and I did. This was like a Sunday night. It was the Sunday after Christmas, and I think we were here till 10 o'clock at night or 10:30. Major work. I had to take all the insulation down. It was a disaster, but we had to do this before the guys came and put the new beam in.
This is how in-depth this is. Temporary wall holding up the ceiling right now.
Alright, so that temporary wall you briefly saw in the last video clip was built for the sole purpose to support the roof when they removed those gray metal columns that are smack dead center in the middle of the garage, the lolly columns. Those are supporting some of the roof. It's a really long stretch from the left side of this picture all the way up on top of the loft for the roof rafters. So those are supporting some of the roof. So they built this wall right here. They set it back about 2 feet maybe. If you look at the insulation on the roof, you can see it's indented where the old beam was that went front to back. They built this beam a little bit further back and they allowed room to put the new beam in while still having the temporary wall holding the roof.
Angelo,
Yo.
you're a beast. What's up, guys? In the garage, today was a big day. They got both the headers in. About a quarter of this header is covered up by the plywood right now. They have a temporary door that they made. And last night, Angelo and I, really Angelo, I was just his helper, we rewired the garage. A ton of wiring. This is the new beam right here. This is going front to back. It's, I believe, if I'm correct, it's like 16 inches and maybe a little bit tall. This is 22 feet long, and it's 3.5 inches wide. It's like basically 2x4s, like 12 2x4s stacked on top of each other. They cut the loft in half, so now this actually looks really good. I'm gonna put some pictures on that wall probably. And this is another power lamb, micro lamb, whatever you want to call it. This is 16 foot. And once we get angle iron, we're gonna basically attach angle iron to these 2x8s right here, this and this. It's gonna go up to the beam, and that's gonna support the loft, part of the loft. Right now we got these 2x4s that is just temporarily blocking the floor, but it's coming along good. Tomorrow they're gonna start sheetrocking. We just have to run a couple more outlets up over here. Another outlet's gonna be like right around there, and then one up in the loft. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna paint it, paint the floor, paint the walls, get new shelves eventually, and this place is gonna look good. Definitely a lot of work.
All right, in this pic, this is showing the framing that they constructed to basically box out the natural gas pipe that goes to the heater of the pool and the wire bundling that we didn't run in between the studs. We stopped just to the left of this. This area over here was a real nightmare, so this was the easier option. So this is just basically showing what that looks like.
Give you a little visual